In October of 2001, I was watching television. CNN announced that the United States planes bombed Afghanistan. You know what? I could not stop crying. My tears came down, and I was trying to hide it from my grandchildren as to why I was crying. Because I could not believe that that would happen.
He was a martial artist when he was younger.
Oh gosh, there was nothing that kid wouldn't do. He did martial arts, baseball, football. I mean, he just did it all. Curtis is very, very determined, and there was nothing that he wouldn't try, nothing he wouldn't do. And if you told him he couldn't do it, I always tell people, don't tell me he can't do it, because he's going to do it, and he's going to succeed at it. So if it's something dangerous, please do me a favor and don't tell him that, because I don't have to be bandaging him up or something. Before he left, the last time he was up here, he and I were outside by the fire pit, and just, we were holding each other, and he said, "Mom, I probably won't be coming home."
Curtis hit about a 50 to 60 pound IED. He was killed instantly. He didn't feel a thing. But those boys stayed around for 3 days to find my boy
Bring him home.
and bring him home.
What do you guys think about the war in Afghanistan?
There's a war in Afghanistan.
Bobby.
We're at war, and she goes, "There's a war going on? Really?"
Yeah.
And I just walked away.
Yeah. I just think a lot of it is out of sight, out of mind. The media doesn't portray anything whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, technically the war has ended. They have ended the war, technically, if you talk to Congress. So
It's so ludicrous. And here, with the media not portraying the war, we still got kids over there. It's like it's a forgotten deal where they're going to continue to die. Nobody here is going to know. Nobody's going to give a rat's butt about it.
Yeah, how many times on the media do you hear every day on, we lost another guy, or we lost another troop, or this you don't hear any of it.
All I know is our kids are going over to a war to die. And for what? For what reason? To satisfy the political means of a few.
But what you have to understand is when you pull that trigger, you kill another individual.
One person's life lost in Afghanistan was too many. There was no reason for it. Over the last 12 years, nothing has changed for the better. I don't understand the logic of it. I would tell them to get out of Afghanistan, not next year, but next week. As a first step, they should call for a ceasefire.
Yeah, are you ever afraid that you might be killed for trying to run for president or if you're elected?
Yeah, I mean, when you run for president, any candidate is subject to being shot, okay? But de Gaulle had a good response to it because they shot at him several times and they always missed. And he said, they're very poor shots.